minds, play with your body, and play with that thing that beat in your chest.
Time to kick it into high gear. Middle October, middle of the season. Don't look now, but the playoffs are right around the corner. Our Athlete of the Week sets a school record, getting schooled by some legendary coaches. Let's get rolling. It's High School Sports Final, and it's next.
You're watching High School Sports Final
on WJLA.
Woo, that was an extended woo. They were pumped up. All right, here we go. O'Connell trying to rebound from a loss, taking on DeMatha. They're trying to do the same thing. The Stags look good. Michael Galvin bobbles that snap, but Cole Williams winds up with it on the read play. He runs the entire way. He steps in front of the pass. He's going, keeps going. There's the end zone. He slipped out of that one tackle. He scored. That was fantastic. All right, tight game throughout. The lead changing hands. DeMatha takes control. Lorenzo Harrison gets the handoff, and he keeps his balance all the way to the end zone. DeMatha wins 37-31.
From News Channel 8, this is High School Sports Final.
Hey there, and thanks for joining us for High School Sports Final. I'm your host, Monica McNutt. Lots of scores and highlights to get to, as always, so let's not waste any time. We're going to start in Prince George's County. Wise, the defending state champions. Not off to quite the same stellar start compared to last year, sitting at 4-1. But they've not lost to a team in the state. The Pumas would face the #1 team in the county in their division, Eleanor Roosevelt, who have made their way back into one of the best teams in the county after a down year last season. Randy Edsel in the house. Hey, Coach, the Terps head coach, stopping by the Greenbelt to check out some of his future players, possibly. Here we go, Eleanor and Wise. Wise with the ball here. Kyle Hill got the handoff. He's dragging a defender who loses his helmet after the tackle. All right, the Raiders' turn. They're on offense. Quarterback Carlson Teague fakes the handoff, throws that one deep to the middle of the field. Ebenezer Ben Yara. He makes that catch in double coverage. All right, Raiders still with the ball here. Teague keeps it himself. Juwan Hatton for Wise, having none of that. Roosevelt now punting, and Miles Woolfolk is hanging out back there to receive it. He picks it up, hop of the heads, up the field for a nice return. Wise falls to Roosevelt in overtime as they lose by 6. Roosevelt remains undefeated as Wise falls to 4-2. Last Saturday, where the 5-0 Forestville Knights host the 4-1 Surrattsville Hornets. The Hornets with the ball as Jermaine Cumberbatch takes the handoff and gets around the right side for a nice gain before the defender, I can't get you down and push you out of bounds, so that's what he did. All right, the Hornets still with the ball here as Robert Harris, the third, because his dad is Robert Harris the 2, tries to go over the top of the defense. James Green of Forestville knocks that one down. The Knights, here they are, defense, they're starting to settle down, and they stuff the Hornets' run game on that play. Time, Harris, under pressure, throws the ball deep and grabs it. Oh, but it's picked off by Reginald Smith Jr. of Forestville. Forestville holds off Surrattsville to go on and win by 6, and they also remain undefeated. Time now for our Itility Athlete of the Week. Let's head over to VA, Virginia. The 6-0 Tuscarora Huskies pulled out a 35-28 win over Broad Run last week, partly due to the efforts of running back Noah Reimers. The senior had a monster game, 377 yards rushing, a school record. He also scored 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns and converted on 2 two-point conversions. Coach Michael Burnett said that Noah demonstrates all the qualities you look for in a player: commitment, selflessness, determination, and passion. And check this, Noah is committed to play next season at Harvard University. That deserves an award in itself. So congrats to Noah Reimers, our Itility Athlete of the Week. All right, let's head over to some Virginia football. Falls Church and Marshall. Statesmen, they host Stonebridge, the Bulldogs. All right, we're getting to the action. Stonebridge's Joe Thompson delivers that strike to Chance Fry for a pretty clean score. The Bulldogs pretty much smothered the Statesmen on defense. They had their way on offense as well. Stonebridge goes on to win 54-7 to improve their record to 5-2. The 1-5 Einstein Adams host the winless Wheaton Knights. The Knights with the ball as Nick Bumbalos gets the snap. He's going to roll out, and the Adams defense catches up to him for a loss. The Knights with the punt attempt. It's going to be partially blocked, and the Adams pick it up and return it for a nice gain. Look at him go. The Adams with the ball here. Damon Monroe, he's going to pick his way through the defense. He outruns them, and he's just going to run to the end zone for the score. But the Adams fall short, losing to the Knights 21-14 and giving them their first win of the season. Beauty shot of Wheaton. Number 33, the quarterback, is going to roll out and get sacked. Oh, there's the beauty shot. There we go. We'll slow it down. Wheaton gets the handoff, and they run in for a touchdown. Lots of games to get to, and we're just getting started here on High School Sports Final. Up next, more from Montgomery County. We make a stop in Silver Spring for our game of the night, plus a possible Turkey Bowl preview in D.C. Woodson and Ballou, they square off. And don't forget, for the latest scores and highlights of featured games, you can log on to highschoolsportsfinal.com.
You're watching High School Sports Final on News Channel 8.
Welcome back to High School Sports Final. Paint Branch is sitting at 5-1. That's sort of expected, but Blair? The Blazers behind Malik Brooks, the senior tailback, leads the team with 529 yards rushing, including 225 2 weeks ago against Wheaton. Can he fare the same against Paint Branch? That is the question. That gets us to our game of the night, a pivotal matchup between Paint Branch and Blair. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at that sunset over Montgomery County as the Blair Blazers host the Paint Branch Panthers. Paint Branch with the ball as Darrell Hill Jr. gets the handoff and bounces outside for the 4-yard touchdown run. Very efficient. Blair now on offense as Jonas Blanco gets the ball but is met in the backfield by the Panthers defense. Oh, not today. But this time, Blanco, he will not be stopped as he gets the ball and hits the hole hard, running over a defender and puts on the Jets. He's outrunning everybody. Well, you go. He's going to dive in for the touchdown just for effect. All right, but Paint Branch, they proved to be too much for Blair as they score a touchdown for some insurance. There it is. They go on to beat Blair 25-14 for their 6th win of the season. Over to Spingarn, taking a trip down to D.C. Ballou hosting H.D. Woodson in a big DCIAA matchup. Rashad Cooper, decent first half. Check out that little screen pass there to Marcel Foster. He takes it into Woodson territory. A little Warriors defense here. Terry Jones drops back, scrambles, trying to find some time, throws it. But look at Parnell Motley with a great interception on the sidelines. Woodson holds on to win this one 26-7. Back out in Virginia, Loudoun County Vikings taking the field for their first matchup against Dominion in Purcellville. Vikings Sully Warner takes a snap, looks right, finds Mulch in the slant, or on the slant. You know, that's the play they ran. All right, Warner steps back and bombs it here to Aaron Pert. He's running downfield. That's what wide receivers do. Left side, they call it a catch. Vikings can't produce points, though. Scotty Forbes steps back, finds Brandon Ruffin, who breaks a few tackles. He's going to tiptoe, tap dance, whatever you want to say, right down the sideline. The Vikings barely hold out against Dominion. They win 10-7. Up in Gaithersburg, as the Avalon Black Knights coach is getting his squad fired up as they host Riverdale Baptist. Black Knights on offense here. Quarterback dropping back, delivers that strike to his receiver for a nice gain. Next play, they're going to use a little trickery. I won't give it away. Here it is. The fake punt is in effect, but Riverdale Baptist sniffs it out and takes over on downs. Riverdale with the ball, and Zach Campbell has nowhere to go as the Knights stuff that run. The Black Knights, they're going to come up with the ball. As the running back, he's going to hit a hole, but he couldn't escape one defender, and he's brought down by his shoestrings. The Knights still with the ball as the running back delivers. A nice stiff here coming at you. There's a stiff arm before he's being wrestled out of bounds. Here comes a really nice pass by the Black Knights quarterback with a nice over-the-shoulder catch. The Knights pick up a chunk of yardage. Avalon fought hard but couldn't keep up with Riverdale Baptist. Riverdale Baptist goes on to win 28-15, improving their record to 5-1. A great game over in Ashburn, Virginia, as Broad Run takes on Briarwoods. Students rocking the pink breast cancer awareness month. All right, third, Ben Maffey of Briarwoods takes it outside and is rocked hard. Whew, yeah, that Spartans D got to him. Tied at 14, Briar Maffey takes a snap and keeps it for himself. He would put Briarwoods up by a score. The Spartans, though, they respond. Brady Riesel, forgive me, Brady, steps back, patiently waits. He finds Chuck Davis in the end zone. That ties the score. Tied at 21, just under 5. Brandon Polk to Josh Thomas. He swings to the outside, gets tripped up, but falls into the end zone. What a great place to fall to give the Falcons the lead once again. Under a minute to go. Spartans on the 8th and 4th down. Riesel scrambles, tries to get it to Tyreek King. Good D, no flag. Briarwoods goes on to win 28-21. While we are in the midst of football and basketball, and winter sports are right around the corner. The Wizards are back on the court, and some of our local hoopsters are getting ready for their season. Players aren't the only people that have to work on their craft. Good coaches should and do as well. Earlier this month, over 300 coaches from all across the globe gathered for the DC Basketball Coaches Clinic. Over the 2-day span, the coaches heard from notable coaches like Jay Wright of Villanova and the legendary Larry Brown, the only coach to win an NCAA and NBA title. He was a guest speaker this year. This was the program's 48th year, and the legendary Morgan Wooten touched on its current relevance.
Different programs have sprung up, more outside influences coming into the kids. That's why this is more important than ever, because we talk about how to deal with these changes, how to handle these changes, and how to remember the most important thing is to instruct our young people, don't ever let basketball use you. You use basketball to help you down the road of life.
Down the road of life, it's all about progress. More to come on high school sports final, including our play of the week. We even have some from the 50th state, a little trivia for some of you out there. Plus, some of the Redskins are taking time out to speak to some of our area athletes about the fourth and life. And you have a chance to show us who has the most energetic and spirited high school. Log on to WJLA.com/spirit and tell us why your school is the best. Girls soccer, good counsel and Holy Cross. That's my alma mater. Woo! All right, the corner there, the ball's battered around a bit, but eventually it finds the back of the net, courtesy of CeCe Hendricks, and the Falcons take this match 2-1. It's okay, Holy Cross, you'll get it next time. That's my school, y'all. Welcome back into High School Sports Final. Youth League football in Northern Virginia is being taken by storm by a special 14-year-old player. She is here to prove that girls can do anything boys can do. Jumi Olabanji introduces us to this triple threat.
It didn't really occur to me that it was boys. It's the sport that I love.
Never underestimate the power of a girl on the gridiron, especially if that girl is 14-year-old Carly Harmon, the quarterback, kicker, and punter for the Dulles South youth football team.
I made my field goal. I made a running in touchdown. And we had a lot of pass plays. I think we had about 5 touchdowns.
That was last weekend against the Gainesville Grizzlies. Carly, the only girl out on the field, her braids tucked up in her helmet, making plays just like everyone else.
If you love something, go ahead and do it no matter what anybody says, but be a good person as you do it and just do what you love.
The Loudoun County freshman became a football fan at a young age, passing the pigskin in the backyard with her father and 2 older brothers. She recently placed 8th in the country in the NFL's punt, pass, and kick contest. This Saturday, she'll suit up in her jersey for yet another football game, and then suit up in this dress and hurry off to her very first high school homecoming dance, proving you can have it all: beauty, brains, and brawn.
A lot of people think, oh, she's a girl, she can't tackle or she can't play. So it really just makes me get more pumped to really show them what I can do.
Jumi Olabanji, ABC 7 News.
Thanks, Jumi. You gotta love that one. Carly did not try out for the Champ High School freshman football team, and she claims this is her last year playing youth league. She hopes to play basketball all through high school and college and has her eyes set on the WNBA. More power to you, girl. Woo! All right, a matchup in the Capital Area Football Conference. Episcopal and Georgetown Prep. Episcopal 4-1 and leading in the standings. Great night in Bethesda. Episcopal had to travel across the Potomac to see Georgetown Prep. All right, they're kicking off here. Dage Davis, and he takes the kick, tries to find the wedge, but is going to be hit hard there by Campbell Jackson. Episcopal Seth Agwunabi throws deep to Timmy Phillips. That is a big gain. The read option, executing these plays. Here they go. Eric Smith gets the rock and takes it inside the 10. Then a great fake here by Agwunabi, and he hits Phillips for the touchdown. You know, those two, they got a connection going. All right, 4th and life. 4th and life, like a 3rd and out, you get it? When the game ends, believe it or not, folks, there is still life. But while you're playing, there are some lessons that football teaches you that you need to keep near and dear no matter what you're pursuing. A few Redskins shared that message earlier this week.
And realize the opportunities that you have in front of you, fellas, because not everybody can go out and strap on that helmet on Friday night, man.
Akeem Davis joined fellow Washington teammates Tyler Columbus, Sean Laval, and Darrell Young for the 5th annual 4th and Life event hosted by the Washington Redskins.
I got cut 3 weeks later. I was at home for the rest of the year, worked at Finish Line for 4 months.
11 high school football teams from around the region attended the event that gave the student athletes an opportunity to hear directly from the players.
You heard these guys talk about hard work, effort, the stories, the past that they did to get here, camaraderie, you know, all that other stuff, everything that's important in living in life. You learn all that stuff in high school, man.
According to the NCAA.com, only 6.5% of high school football players go on to compete in college. So the message from players was much bigger than the game.
Football not being the only option, but if you work hard in anything, you know what I'm saying, you can have a couple more options in life because it's a value that you learn as opposed to just focusing on football.
Whether it be football or life, one theme was crystal clear.
Everyone that had hard work, that does hard work, always benefits in the end.
Hard work does always benefit in the end. Still more as we wrap up this edition of High School Sports Final, including Plays of the Week. You gotta get up for Plays of the Week. That's good stuff. Stick up, come out. remember, you can go to our Facebook page at High School Sports Final to select your choice for the play of the week. Here is Blair's Jonas Blanco as he gets the handoff and runs over the paintbrush defender on his way into the end zone. A pretty nice run by Blanco, and this is a play of the week. The next one comes from the great state of Alaska. Seaward's Icebox South Wolverines Justice Aguafa spins around the edge and somersaults, why not, into the end zone. The Wolverines go on to beat the Bartlett Golden Bears 35-14 in the conference championship game. The Wolverines and Bears, oh my. Hebron High School bunches up all their players in a huddle. But look at the bottom of the screen. Oh, hey there! Except one player they leave alone. Down near the sideline, the onside kick catches Allen High School by surprise, and they recover the kick. You love trick plays, right? You gotta love trick plays. All right, to Virginia. Wakefield has surprised many in Virginia, a record of 5-1, but they face a pretty solid Yorktown Patriots squad. Over in Arlington, Wakefield takes on Yorktown. McBride takes the snap, runs left, throws it back over his shoulder to Ben Calvert. He catches and turns on the Jets, steamrolling a defender before being pushed out. McBride in action again. He steps back and throws over the top to Ryan McNulty. Hey, McNulty, like McNutt almost. You go, boy. End zone. Wakefield's Riley Wilson, though, he looks right. Pump fakes and then bombs to Isaiah Archer, who brings it in near the 30. McBride, he's going to say, all right, I got something for that. Runs left, then floats it up to Ben Calvert again. He breaks some tackles and then tight ropes it all the way up to the 10. What a great way, cognizance to stay in bounds. McBride, again, he scrambles. He's going to find his man, Calvert, duh. He powers his way up to the 2. Yorktown goes on to win, 44-21. In Fairfax, as the Stewart Raiders homecoming king and queen are crowned, and the crowd is ready for this matchup against Hayfield. Hayfield with the ball as Miles Ross heads up the middle for the nice gain after getting tackled by the Raiders. Dog pile, kind of. I like saying that. Here is Ross again with the ball, makes a couple of nice moves, and then he is brought down after the positive gain. Hayfield goes on to beat Stewart 56-23. Hey, Woodgrove. Students waving the flag to show some school spirit. That's how you do it on a Friday night. Tay Cruz here. Tay Cruz Naylor, his full name, takes a snap, looks downfield, and floats it up to Antonio Jackson, who brings it in. Naylor County hands off to Matt Suter. The ball pops out, and Woodgrove would fall on top of it. Possession. Late start to this play here. Throw to Dylan Meller. Okay, the bottom line is he's beating his man, and he has plenty of open space for the score, bringing them up 21-7. Woodgrove beats out County 35-13. All right, that was fun. And that's all we have for this edition of High School Sports Final. Don't forget you can catch every single highlight and story that you saw tonight on our webpage, hssportsfinal.com, plus updates on games during the week. Like us on Facebook and vote for your play of the week. For all the cast and crew behind the scenes. Oh, one more note, follow us on Twitter at hssportsfinal. You can catch all these highlights again. We'll be here next week. I'm Monica McNutt. Thanks for joining us.